Let's Hit Something World. This is AJ with Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Today we're talking about a unique technique that I've only seen done twice, and I can only specifically recall one: Gavin Harrison's drum solo on David Letterman. We're talking about blowing the drum. Parents, you can let your children back into the room. This isn't dirty or scandalous. First, what we need is clear plastic tubing with an outside diameter smaller than the diameter of the air vent in our drum. This is 3/8 of an inch tubing purchased from a major home improvement store beginning with L for a whopping $3. The next step is secure the tubing in our drum. We don't want to use a tape that'll leave marks on our drums like duct tape or Gorilla Tape. I suggest something like painter's tape or gaffer's tape. It'll get the job done even on my clear acrylic drums and not leave any mess to clean up. Alright, we are on the business side of the studio now. I've got my clear tubing, 3/8 of an inch, and we have our air vent in our drum, and I have here, if I can get off the drum, our gaffer's tape, painter's tape, gaffer's tape. I don't know which one is which. I really don't care. They both work well. You can use either of them. I've actually got them pre-cut at 2 inches because I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys accurate information. This is actually the second time I've done this, and you can see there's no residue. If I can get my fat foot out of the way, you can see there's no residue around the air vent, even on the acrylic drums. So the first step, what we want to do is put the business end of the tubing into the drum. Take our first piece of tape. Now, for the first and second pieces of tape, what I do is I actually just tear a slight little tear right in the tape rather, and I'm gonna put that right around the air vent and the hose. Now, the goal is to create a tight seal with the hose and the drum, so there's no air escaping. Now, you don't get air escaping from the bottom head and the top head around the edges because those aren't airtight, but they do a well enough job. They do their job well enough that they're not going to leak profusely. Now, the first two are on. The second two I don't tear, as that one flying. The second two I don't tear. What I want to do is take those and put them around the top and bottom. Now, the first two I run one around the side. That's just what works for me. If you want to put them on the first two on the top and bottom, and the two that are holding everything in place on the sides, heck, go for it. I'm just telling you what works best for me. So there we go. That is all tightened up and pretty much airtight. There's going to be a little bit of give regardless of how much you tape it up, but this is the best way that I know how to do it. And I'll just give you a quick example. See if I can do this without getting any feedback. Now, if you want to know how much air plays an important role in this, just hit your toms, your 1 and 2 toms, when you've got this in, and you'll notice a huge difference between the toms that are not secured with a hose and those that are secured with a hose. And I'm taking this off now just to show you that I didn't use any cleaning supplies to clean this up before I showed you guys. There is absolutely zero residue there. So that's how you do that. Now, when we play the drum, we can inhale or exhale into the drum, creating a timpani effect. The science behind the trick is that when we inhale or exhale into the drum, we're stretching both the top and bottom heads, impeding the heads from resonating. This creates a short, high-pitched sound. Play around with this, get your timing down, use it as another tool in your bag of tricks, and don't forget to have fun. Thanks for watching. Next week, I'll look into a practice technique attributed to the great Dennis Chambers. Until then, live right, drum well, and have fun. I'm AJ Nystrom, and I'll see you next week.